I want to hear a poet's soul. I want to hear what they have to express. So it makes me come from that vantage point. Like I do the poetry with my band, which is a whole nother thing, and a lot of poems don't necessarily work with my band. So when I get to come and just be a poet, I get to do stuff that I don't do normally.
Right.
So it's always an exercise for me to just kind of find my soul, because as an actor you're always looking for honesty. And there's a certain process in when you're acting, you're doing lines, and you got to make it honest. You got to find your soul in that. So the exercise for me is, as a poet, it should be much easier because it's my words. It's stuff that I've written, it's stuff that I'm sharing. So it's a great exercise for me to use that tool to, okay, don't just come up here and just spit, but like come and share your soul. And because that's what I ask for in poets, that's what I have to what I have to deliver as a poet.
Right. Word. Well, when that's crazy, because I feel you on that. And tonight was a testimony of the kind of person that you are, yo. Because you're a musician, you're an actor, what I'm saying, you're a poet, and tonight, like, you showed like how important it is for people to understand that we're writers, what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing. Like, look, man, I'm gonna look right into the camera and tell y'all this: we are writers, whether we're rapping or singing or acting. We're writers, and we take this. We have a lot of respect for the art of writing. What I'm saying, especially when it comes from a place like it did tonight. What I'm saying, people were like, especially like yourself. You're putting your heart on stage, and I can't say it enough times because it was so powerful, man. Like I've never seen you like that before. Like, it was crazy. What I'm saying, and you had people straight up like eating up every word you were saying. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So. Yo, man. So, son, what was like? I didn't see you at the Oscars this year. It's all good.
No.
They slept on you.
They slept on.
You killed Dexter, though. I saw you on Dexter. Yo, I love Dexter. I love watching Dexter. And I saw my boy, and I was like, yo, that's him, son. So, like, what's next for you as far as like, what's coming up, man?
Just I'm on the grind, man. It's like I'm saying, it's pilot season right now.
Word.
And pilot season, is when they, like when they're casting new shows, and like when they have like for TV series, you do a pilot first, and then once you do the pilot, if the network likes the pilot, if the pilot gets reviewed well, then the pilot gets picked up for a series. So this is pilot season where they're casting for all these new shows. So right now I'm really on this audition grind for pilot season.
Word.
So the music, the music is really what I do in between acting gigs. It keeps me creatively fulfilled. As an actor, there's a lot of work that I don't do. There's a lot of work that I turn down, a lot of work that I won't go out for.
Yeah.
Just because of I still hold dear to my heart everything that the Cosby Show stood for. I feel like I can't go from that show and go do bullshit.
Yeah.
So as a result, I don't necessarily.
Yo, real quick though, right? You're proud of the fact of the work that you've done for that show, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That character is like, that's like classic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So that's what I'm saying. So just with all of that stood for, there's a certain standard of quality that I've got to continue to do.
Right.
Just to make sure I'm not I always want to, even though we stopped doing that show, in '92.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm still representing what that show stood for.
Word.
So there's, so as an actor, I choose not to do work that's going to perpetuate negative stereotypes of people of color. So between the work that I don't do, or between the work I won't do, and the work that I go out for and don't get, I don't necessarily work as much as I think I should or as I would like to. So the music really allows me to be creatively fulfilled. The poetry allows me to express myself in a way that I can't as an actor or as a director, and it keeps me from making desperate acting choices.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I've got I've got the wherewithal where I can be meticulous about the work I do. But brother want to work.
Yeah,
Definitely
absolutely.
Brother still.
I want to see you doing some more thing. I enjoyed watching you like the whole Dexter thing. Like that was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? You was like a detective. You know what I'm saying? Or you was coming in.
I was a lawyer.
You was a lawyer,
yeah.
and you was talking to Dexter's girlfriend. Yeah. I remember seeing that. I was like, oh, there he go.
Yeah, so it's bitch stuff. Like I did an episode of The Cleaner. Benjamin Bratt show on A&E. So it's stuff here and there, but I'm on the grind. But I'm in the game, and you got to stay in the game. I'm all about staying in the game. And my mother always said to me, this was during Cosby. This was the height of Cosby.
Wow.
And she was like, one of the reasons I got into directing, because she was like, you want longevity in your career, and if you look at anyone who's had, we're shooting something. Wait, hold on.
Your future security is not too cool to be lazy.
Oh, dig it. Okay. All right,
I'm
cool.
gonna remain till you go.
Okay, thank you, Brown. Thank you, Brown. That's security telling us.
Oh, because we in Inglewood?
We in Inglewood, yeah.
Oh, wow. So we can't even be out here too long because it'll get hood out here.
Yes, sir. They call it Inglewood.
Man, you're diesel, though. And I was raised in the Bronx. So you know what? If it has to go down.
It's going right.
I don't think they're going to want it.
And we got my man looking out for us, too.
But all right, so you saying.
Just real quick. So my mom always said, you want longevity in your career. And if you look at anyone's career who's had longevity, they have dry spells.
Yeah.
So you always want to, be able to still be productive during those dry spells.
Yeah.
So you understand the ins and outs and up and downs of having, longevity in your career. So it's about staying in the game, dog. And I'm in the game to stay. So,
yeah, absolutely.
You go through the periods.
Absolutely, man. So, that's, and I was gonna ask you about that, man. Like some people, like I know, like I don't know, just off the top of my head, like I think about like Celine Dion and how she was so successful with that one song with the Titanic and whatnot. Yeah. And she doesn't like, she doesn't like to sing that song anymore. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering if like you kind of want to escape from the whole Theo kind of thing, or is it something that like that you feel like, oh, I'm already over the whole, Cosby thing or whatever, but you don't see it that way. You see it like, you know what, that was a great body of work, and I should, like, I'm gonna grow from that, and I have been growing from that. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I'm still proud of the show. I'm proud of everything that the show represented. And I think for me, because I've done so much work after the show, I mean, the reason I started directing, on Cosby. When I left Cosby, I left with about a half a dozen episodes under my belt as a director. I was directing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I was directing a bunch of stuff for Nickelodeon. I've had 5 other shows on television since Cosby. So because I do work, and I have been able to go beyond Theo, it's probably a little easier for me to really accept, I'm proud of Theo, but I'm also proud of the growth that has come since that. So, I think people kind of get offended, or people think I get offended because somebody calls me Theo. I'm real quick to be like, no, my name is Malcom.
Yeah.
And people sometimes get offended or think I'm offended by it, and it's not that. It's just like,
it's just your name is Malcom.
So there is still, kind of fighting that. You're always going to be fighting that, that image. But the way I look at it, people still call Ron Howard Opie. And it hasn't hurt his career one bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can, I've been blessed to be able to still roll the way I've rolled since the success of the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Word, it's all good, dog. It's
hey, one quick thing. Did you see that Ron Howard was in the new Jamie Foxx video?
No.
You need to go see that. Blame it on the alcohol, whatever that is. Yeah, he's in that video. Wow. So is Forrest Whitaker and Samuel L. Jackson. It was funny. Okay. I thought it was crazy. All right. It's a crazy video.
YouTube it.
Jamie Foxx doing his thing. But yo, man. So again, man, thank you, dog. It was great seeing you. Next time I come out, we gotta get a meal or something and just catch up, and you gotta let me know what's going on with you, man. And
just give me a heads up when you're back this way.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Cool. I'll do the same.
Absolutely, man. I always somehow I end up over here all the time, so right.
All right.
Well, yo, man, there you go.
Oveous Maximus, what?
You know what to do, man. Yo, it's an honor, son. And again, guys, thank you so much for supporting us and for supporting just real-ish. I don't want to curse, but supporting real art. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. and we're here, and the future is waiting for us. So,
There it is.
all right.